Moving from the location decisions to the transportation decisions. What transportation decisions do you know? Try to recall a couple of transportation decisions. You learned a lot about transportation in previous courses. You learn and you know already from real life about transportation decisions. Though in the course we had together, production, logistics and transportation management, for example, we discussed the transportation problem. Do you recall this problem? This was one of the first optimization problems you learned about at Geotech. You learned about the different modes of transportation, of course, but what were planning problems? What other planning problems do you know? Well, let me give you some examples of more complicated planning problems. If you are an operator of container ships, if you provide services, container transportation services, then these container ships, they usually operate on a fixed schedule, kind of weekly schedule typically, and we call these services liner services. And when you want to create such a schedule in order to design which ports should be called by your ships, then this is a liner service network. And of course, designing such a liner service network is a major transportation planning problem. To put it more simply, in such a problem, we decide which ports should be called in which sequence by our ships. Don't get me wrong, after you are successful in this course, you will not be able to really do such a planning yourself, but you will get one step closer towards solving such a problem, and you will know some of the important methods that are used in real world in order to solve such a problem. Another transportation problem, which is very relevant for Oman, is designing pipeline networks, not only for water, but in particular for oil and gas. So how should we construct our pipelines? How should we construct our whole network of pipelines in order to bring our energy resources from the production sites to the consumption sites, to the factories where they are processed, etc. Though this can be done using some network optimization approaches. And the last example I would like to introduce you, where we need some transportation planning expertise. If we decide about the capacity of our street networks, where should we build expressways? What is the impact of having a new road built? Does it solve some traffic problems, traffic jam problems, or is the impact minimal? Of course, in these traffic design problems, we will not learn or talk about stuff from civil engineering, about the properties of concrete and asphalt, for example. It's more about the layout of a street network, the layout of a transportation network, and possible bottlenecks. Again, this is not a course about traffic planning, traffic engineering, but so you will not be able to solve this problem on your own completely after being successful in this course, but you will have some ideas on how such a problem can be approached.